Crocodiles are known to have the most powerful bite of any animal on the planet, even more powerful than that of dinosaurs. But how is it even possible? What makes their bite so strong? And how many of us would it take to kill an elephant? Hi, and welcome to Paleologic. Today, we're answering the question, how do we know that crocodiles have the strongest bite of any animal that ever lived? When you think of the biggest, baddest predators of all time, crocodiles might not be the first thing that comes to mind. For some people, maybe Megalodon? Or maybe a T-Rex. But crocodiles are still around today and they're still killing people and livestock and each other. So obviously they must be doing something right. Part of what makes them such successful predators is their incredible bite strength. But just how strong is it? To answer that, let's look at the mechanics of a crocodile's bite. All living crocodilians have a double row of teeth in their lower jaw. The outer teeth are the ones we're most familiar with. They're the teeth that slice through flesh like butter. But behind those are a second, stouter row of teeth that are designed for crushing. These teeth aren't as sharp, but they're what allows the crocodile to clamp down and hold on to prey while it drowns. When scientists wanted to figure out just how strong this bite was, they went to the best place they could think of, Disney World. In 1984, researchers from the University of Florida got the idea to use the ride called the Man in the Middle, which simulates a crocodile attack, to test the bite force of American alligators. They attached a device to the ride's mechanical jaws that recorded how much force was needed to pull a test object away from a set of plastic alligator teeth. From this, they estimated that an alligator's bite force is about 960 pounds per square inch or psi. Or to put it another way, around 66,700,000 newtons. That's enough force to crush a coconut between two stones, but not enough to crack open a safe. Using a similar method, researchers figured out that the saltwater crocodile has an even stronger bite at around 3,700 psi or 255,000 newtons. But there is a problem with this experiment. Because crocodiles don't chew their food, they only really use one side of their mouths to eat. So maybe a better way to measure their bite force is to see how much force it takes to pull a food item away from a single crocodile tooth. In 2016, researchers did just that, using a device they made out of a metal replica of a crocodile tooth and some high-tech fishing line. They found that the American alligator's bite force was closer to 1,100 psi or 750,000 newtons. Still impressive, but much less than the earlier estimate. Unfortunately, this test couldn't be done on live crocodiles because it would require sticking a bunch of fishing line into their mouths, which would probably result in losing a hand or getting bitten in half. So to get a real number for the saltwater crocodile, scientists used the skull of a Nile crocodile instead. They found that its bite force was somewhere between 3,000 and 5,000 psi, or 20,600,000 to 34,500,000 newtons. So taking all these numbers together, we can say that the saltwater crocodile has the strongest bite of any living animal. But there's a problem with this conclusion. None of these tests took into account the shape of a crocodile's mouth. Forces spread out over the surface area where the teeth make contact with the prey. So the wider the mouth, the more surface area there is to distribute the force over. Researchers from the University of Texas took all these numbers and made a reconstruction of a crocodile skull with different jaw gape sizes. Then they looked at the bite forces in relation to the surface area of contact between the teeth and the bones. They found that the American alligator has a maximum bite force of around 2,100 psi, or 14,700 newtons. And the saltwater crocodile has a maximum bite force of around 3,700 psi, or 25,300 newtons. So we may never know exactly how strong their bites are. But it is safe to say that their bite is strong enough to seriously injure or kill large prey, including humans. So how many crocodiles would it take to kill an elephant? We may never know the exact number, but knowing their bite strength, it would probably take at least 3 or 4. Paleologic is part of the team.